Hey guys, what's up? Colford here, bringing you another video today in the Reboot Camp series, just kind of showing some general progress. Picked this video in particular because it really frustrated me. This isn't part of the slump that I was talking about the last game. This is just a typical Battlefield 3 TDM right now. You see a couple, there's like 2 or 3 guys that are just camping hard. That's all they're doing. They're taking up some containers. Of course, you gotta have that one sniper that's up on the roof that's picking people off both outside and inside. Great map design again. It really frustrates me. I never feel like my guys are up there. But, you know, I did alright. I had a decent game. I tried my best to just keep running a gun and moving around. Trying to, you know, work on my skills. You see me towards the end get a little frustrated and I started just taking the campers head on. Probably not the best idea, but we were losing by a ton, so I just said screw it. Something about, you know, just my principles. I hate guys that do that. Basically what I wanted to talk about is something I've kind of come to the realization about. Okay, if you remember last video, I talked about how I'm going to take a little vacation from Battlefield 3 for a couple days, maybe a week, and I'm playing Skyrim. And yeah, I'm in the camp. It's an amazing game. It's huge. It's definitely deserved Game of the Year and all that stuff. And I'm really having a good time. But at the same time, I'm also sitting in the middle of it right now, and I'm in the middle of quests and all that. And I can't wait to get in after this video. I'm going to go play. I'm eating, sleep, drinking, having dreams about it. But at the same time, I openly realize that it's not going to hold my attention for that long. You know, maybe another week or two, and maybe and then I'll stop for a couple weeks, and then I'll come back probably, and you know, maybe make a new character, that kind of thing. But it's just not gonna be this long-term game for me. Basically I call it like a vacation game is what I call it. Whereas Battlefield 3 is a focal game. I focus on it for a long time. Just that I probably got about 150 hours in it since release, plus probably another 30 in beta. It just, you know, it's almost like my job right now. That pays no money, unfortunately. But where Skyrim is a vacation game, Minecraft a vacation game, I'll play these games for really hard for 2 or 3 weeks, and then I'll just walk away. And then I'll come back later, months down the road or whatever, and it's just like a little brief segment. It gets me away from my normal stuff. It's very different, very immersive. It's good for that. And normally you say, oh, well, you know, this has been the case for a long time now. Going back to Battlefield 2, Counter-Strike, you've got Black Ops, you know, and obviously Bad Company 2, and now Battlefield 3. You'd say, maybe you're an FPS guy. It's not really the case because back in the day I also played a lot of MMOs, basically, you know, like World of Warcraft, stuff like that. And that too consumed me, and probably to an unhealthy level back in the day. And that's why I kind of walked away from it. And it basically brought me to the realization that I need to kill real people. I mean, it sounds crazy, but when the person at the other end of my bullets or my sword or whatever the case is another person, it just brings the game experience to another level. When you're playing against bots and AI, I don't care how good your programming is, it's just never going to be the same. It's just not. And, you know, the replayability takes a big hit on that too, because, you know, every time you clear that dungeon or whatever the case may be, the quest, it's just relatively going to be the same every time. Whereas I can play as much as I bitch and moan Operation Firestorm 100 times, and as much as I say it's always the same with a sniper and a guy in a crate and whatnot, it is different, and it's always new. It's always something fresh. I can't assume, you know, as you can in like a, you know, campaign mode or a game like a Skyrim. I'm not hating on it. Just I'm learning more about myself, and that to really get me to play for a long time, I've got to be shooting other people. That's what it comes down to. I don't know if that means I need to see some kind of counselor or whatnot, or if that just makes me product of my generation. I don't know. But that's where I'm at. It just doesn't have longevity for me. I wondered if you guys were the same way. You know, obviously there's guys that play these games like crazy because I'm watching videos on YouTube, and they just obviously they played through the game hundreds of times with every class, and it's crazy to me. But you know, that's probably, sure, some of the money is influencing that too. I need other players to be my opponents. I need to feel like I'm outsmarting other players, and you know, otherwise I get bored kind of quickly. And another big factor is the community. There tends to be more of a community, you know, maybe not for better or worse, you know, when there are other people involved. These guys, that's one of the, I hesitate to call that guy camper. He was running around with a shotgun the whole time. Really kind of annoyed the hell out of me. That was the big camper. I mean, he was just blatant. He was in like 2 spots all day, and that's it. Tried to avoid him at one point in this video. You see, that's why I kind of stayed over here, but eventually you couldn't. So that's where I'm at. I like to kill people, is what it comes down to. Real life human people. And that's just how it is for me. It's to be a focal game for me. And that's why, you know, Battlefield 3 is where it's at for me. And I will be going back in a couple days, probably over the weekend. On that note, though, I am looking to maybe add another game. I've been hearing a lot about Blacklight Retribution. It's a free-to-play game, which is really exciting to me because I really hope that is the future of gaming, especially in FPS. It just makes a lot more sense. And there he is. He's camping up there like a pro. There's another guy in there, too. You'll see. It gets even worse. But, I'm downloading it now, actually, as I'm doing this commentary. I'm hoping to play it today. I might not get a chance to get in there today, but, you know, over this week, I'm going to definitely get in there and play. I do plan on recording my first ever gameplay so you can see me just be lost. The point of that is, you know, obviously a lot of you probably haven't played it, and this way you can kind of maybe get over that intimidation factor. I mean, I know I haven't. Now I'm going to jump in and know literally zero about what I'm doing. It should be funny. Should be worth a couple laughs. I'll try to edit it so it's not so boring. But, you know, give you the general idea how I quickly get in and get on my feet. And then eventually maybe I'll do a couple videos like that, and then I'll just do a review of the game. I've heard a lot of great things in the YouTube community, and it just maybe might add a little change of pace for me to get away from Battlefield 3 a little bit. You know, it's really what I'm looking for, a little balance. At least until we know in this patch and maybe the next DLC is coming, because then we know I'll hit that hard. But yeah, I'm a little excited to check out Blacklight Retribution. If you're not sure, just there's tons of videos out there from the beta they just had. It is an open beta now. I missed out on the closed beta. I had a key, but I just never got around to getting into it. I hate that, where the guy spawns in, the little blue arrows over his head. But luckily I catch that. Must be getting a little better at that. So yeah, you can look it up. It's kind of futuristic-y, but they're trying a couple new ideas, which I think are pretty cool to check out. Here's where you see me. I'm making my way over to where they're camping. Just, you know, suppressor saves me there, because otherwise I would have given myself away. Here, I took a little freeze frame for you to show you kind of what I'm talking about with these guys. Check your corners. That was a little surprise find. Now watch this little freeze frame I do here. You'll see exactly how they're camping. It's really annoying. They're basically two support guys using claymores. Look at the mini-map. Look, they're in those trailers. They got claymores in each end. They got another claymore over there. Two guys with LMGs in it. There's really not a whole heck of a lot you can do, especially by yourself. So you see, I'm probably pretty much trying to figure it out right now. How am I going to do this? Because, like I said, we're getting killed. We're not going to win. I already kind of know that. He hits one of their claymores. This is a dumb move by me. I should know better. I get away with it, but, I mean, I can't believe I got away with it, and then the other guy gets me. That guy just owned me. But, yeah, hey, you sass. What are you going to do? What do you know? This is a nice little clip I like here. Pull out the old sidearm, get him, pick off the guy behind him. You won't see too many of those with me with the pistol. The last point I wanted to talk about, guys, is I really do appreciate some of you that have subbed. It does mean a lot to me. I've only got like 15, 20 of them, but I do reply to everything. I am kind of ridiculous. I have to recharge my iPhone 2 or 3 times a day because me and my buddies are texting all the time. Since the new iMessage group chat thing, it's a bit of an obsession. Can't wait till the wife sees the bill. Not that we get charged for it, but, you know, it'll say how many texts I do. I reply to everything. Video comments, Twitter, email, and I'm going to start a Facebook page when I think it might be appropriate. Just right now, there's not enough action to really warrant it. But if you're interested, I will. Please feel free to hit me up. I'll reply usually pretty quickly, if not immediately. And I really do appreciate any input you want to give me. Hate, love, doesn't matter. I just want to take a minute and say thank you for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. And I look forward to the journey we're going to go on. I know it's cheesy, but, you know, hey, whatever. So thanks for watching. Look for more varied videos in the future. Hopefully I will be making a patch, you know, launch video very shortly. Dice, hello. And hopefully some DLC. A lot of guys are speculating maybe around Easter, so you got to expect the announcement pretty soon, I would hope. But anyway, until next video, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Talk to you later.